Hello, and welcome to Girl Scouts of the Commonwealth of Virginia's Brownie Program Basics Training. Before we begin, we want to say thank you, not only for participating in training today, but for saying yes to the opportunity to become a troop leader and for everything you have done and will do for girls in your community. In this training, we will cover the basics of our program, which we call the Girl Scout Leadership Experience, the National Program Portfolio, which includes badges, journeys, and awards, information and tips for working with Brownies, advice for structuring your troop meetings, and guidelines for field trips. You won't learn every detail about the Brownie program today. There are many opportunities and choices in Girl Scouts. Today, we'll ensure you know some of the basics and have the resources you need to get started. The Brownie Program Basics Participant Guide PDF can be viewed, downloaded, or printed from the online training information page. We've included the content from each of the pages in the slides here as well. After you've finished watching this video, you'll need to submit the training completion form. The link is found on the online training information page near this video. This is an important step. Completing this training is a requirement for troop leaders, and you must submit the form in order for your training experience to be recognized. In the training completion form, we'll ask you to answer 3 questions. What's one thing you're most excited for the girls in your troop to experience in Brownies? What's one thing that you learned in the training that you didn't know before watching the training video? And what follow-up questions do you have about your next steps or about Girl Scouts in general? We'll also ask you to think about each of the concepts we discuss and rate your understanding and confidence level in each topic. Don't worry, it's not anything like a college exam. We just want to be sure that you participated meaningfully in the training and you have the resources you need to get started with your troop. A staff member will follow up to respond to any questions you have. Now that we've covered all the logistics, let's jump into the training. Here you'll find an overview of the Girl Scout leadership experience. Let's talk briefly about each piece of this diagram, but don't worry, each of these are already infused into the tools and activity plans you'll be using, all while having fun with the girls. Let's start at the bottom and work our way up. First is our mission. This is our ultimate goal over time, and it's that girls will lead with courage, confidence, and character to make the world a better place. That's a big goal. How do we get there? Here you see our 5 outcomes. These are the benefits girls gain from their experience. When they're added together, the 5 outcomes lead us to our ultimate goal of our mission. They are strong sense of self, positive values, challenge seeking, healthy relationships, and community problem solving. These are still pretty lofty goals, so let's break them down even further to what we do with girls in the program. On the left, you see our 3 keys to leadership. This is what girls do, no matter what skill or topic they're learning about. Discover means that girls are trying something new or learning something about themselves or their world. Connect can mean that girls are connecting with others, connecting with resources in their community, or even connecting a concept they learned at last week's troop meeting with something that they're experiencing today. Take action means that girls put together all their knowledge and resources and take action to make the world a better place. In the center, you see our 3 processes. This is how girls do things in Girl Scouts and how leaders support girls' learning. They are girl-led, learning by doing, and cooperative learning. We'll discuss each of these in more detail later in this training. On the right, you see our 4 program pillars. This is what girls do and skills they gain. They include life skills, outdoors, entrepreneurship, and STEM, which stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. Take a moment to think about, if you had to pick one thing from this page that excites you most about the Girl Scout experience for your Brownies, what would you pick and why? Now that we've covered the Girl Scout leadership experience, it's time to jump into Brownies. Girls in the Brownie program are ready to take on the world, and Girl Scouts lets them do just that. They want to learn new things and show off what they know. They want to explore the world and meet new people, and they want to do big things that make them feel great. In Brownies, they might take that first hike in the great outdoors, visit a science museum, and band together as a mighty brownie team to sell cookies and use some of the money to help others. Life is good when you're a brownie. Let's spend a few minutes going over the basics. First, the uniform. Brownies wear a brown vest or sash with their basic pins and insignia and add any badges or journey awards they earn to the front of the uniform. Fun patches are added to the back. Fun patches are given for participation in events like cookie booths, museum visits, etc. Uniforms, insignia, and more can be purchased from the GSCV shop at our headquarters in Richmond or online at girlscoutshop.com. So what can brownies earn to display on their uniform? First are badges. Badges focus on skill development and give girls the opportunity to learn and practice a specific skill. Each badge is earned by completing 5 steps, and there are 3 choices within each step for how to complete that particular badge requirement. Requirements for earning legacy badges are included in the Girl's Guide to Girl Scouting binder, which we'll talk about in a few minutes. But you can find more badge activities online in the volunteer toolkit. Badges include 1 or 2 of the 3 keys to leadership, whereas journeys, which we'll talk about next, will definitely include all 3 keys: discover, connect, and take action. Journeys focus on leadership development. Journeys guide girls through all 3 of the keys to leadership: discover, connect, and take action, in that order, by focusing on one broad global issue or theme. The girls discover the issue and problems, connect it to their lives, and take action to address the issue and make a difference. Different from how badges can be completed in 1 or 2 troop meetings, a journey will weave through multiple troop meetings, maybe even an entire year, as girls continue to learn about the broader subject. 3 of the journeys are available in hard copy book format, with both an adult guide and a girl activity book. 7 journeys are available to choose from on the volunteer toolkit, available in digital meeting plan format. The Summit Award is a special award presented to girls who complete at least 3 journeys during their time as a brownie. Each journey culminates in a take action project in which girls use what they've learned throughout the journey to create positive change in their community in a way that addresses the root cause of an issue and educates others. Sustainability of the project and addressing a root cause are what makes the Take Action project different from a community service project, which girls also love. You'll find more information about the differences between community service and Take Action in your participant guide. Journeys focus on leadership development. Journeys guide girls through all 3 of the keys to leadership: discover, connect, and take action, by focusing on one broad global issue or theme. The girls discover the issue and problems, connect it to their lives, and take action to address the issue and make a difference. Different from how badges can be completed in 1 or 2 troop meetings, a journey will weave through multiple troop meetings, maybe even an entire year, as girls continue to learn about the broader subject. 3 of the journeys are available in hard copy book format, with both an adult guide and a girl activity book. 7 journeys are available to choose from on the volunteer toolkit, available in digital meeting plan format. The Summit Award is presented to girls who complete at least 3 journeys during their time as brownies. Each journey culminates in a take action project, in which girls use what they've learned throughout the journey to create positive change in their community in a way that addresses the root cause of an issue and educates others. Sustainability of the project and addressing a root cause are what makes the Take Action project different from a community service project, which girls also love. You'll find more information about the differences between community service and Take Action in your participant guide. Other awards include the My Promise, My Faith Award, Safety Award, Summit Award, Cookie Entrepreneur Pin, Global Action Award, and World Thinking Day Award. Check out the Girl's Guide to Girl Scouting and the Volunteer Toolkit for even more activities, awards, and options. Let's take a look at some of the resources available to you. We've already mentioned each of these earlier in the training, but now you can see the visual. Let's start with the Girl's Guide to Girl Scouting. The binder is designed for girls to use. We recommend that each troop has at least one binder for the troop to share, but a binder for each girl is best. The front section is the handbook, which gives an overview and introduction to Girl Scout Brownies. It also contains information to earn badges and awards. Activity details and completion requirements for badges, journeys, and awards are also available in your meeting plans in the Volunteer Toolkit. You've already covered information about the Volunteer Toolkit and how to access it during your Troop Basics training, so we won't go into a lot of detail in this training. There's also a more detailed video tutorial available that we highly recommend if you haven't checked it out already. A video tutorial is helpful because you can pause the video to explore in the Volunteer Toolkit and continue when you're ready. All Brownie journeys are available in the Volunteer Toolkit, but 3 of those are also available in book format with both a girl and adult guide. You can see the covers of the girl activity books pictured here. Between journeys, badges, and other awards, you might be thinking, where do we start? Along with the girls in your troop, you have the freedom to choose what you pursue and when, and you certainly don't have to do it all. If you're looking for guidance, the Volunteer Toolkit has several year plans with popular award combinations that you can choose to outline your entire year with meeting content. These plans can then be edited to reflect the girls' choices. Here you'll see an overview of each of the pre-populated meeting plans available in the Volunteer Toolkit, along with which journey awards and badges the girls will earn within them. This is probably difficult to read right now on the screen, but you'll have access to the chart in your downloadable participant guide, so you can review it closer to when the girls are ready to make decisions about how you'd like to spend your time in the troop. As adults and parents, we are accustomed to being in control of every situation. But there are so many benefits to letting girls, yes, even second graders, take the lead in a structured, safe environment. Let's review some concepts that will help you feel comfortable letting girls lead. If you remember from our first diagram today, the 3 processes are how we do things in Girl Scouts. Let's go over a quick review of each process. Girl-led means girls help make choices about what they will do in Girl Scouts. For Brownies, you and your co-leaders might provide 5 options for an upcoming field trip, and girls will discuss and vote. Or it might be as simple as letting a girl choose what color string she'd like for her name tag. Anytime girls are making individual or group decisions, it's girl-led. Learning by doing means that everything we do is hands-on. Girls will remember more of what they learned and have more fun if they're doing it themselves rather than watching a parent or a friend have all the fun. Sometimes learning by doing activities can get messy. That's okay, just plan enough time for cleanup, and that can be a hands-on activity for the girls too. Cooperative learning means girls are learning together, in small groups, as an entire group, or just with a friend. No one wants to go it alone, and there's tons of fun to be had with friends. They're also practicing teamwork, cooperation, and collaboration, which are important life skills. In 2nd and 3rd grade, ages 7 and 8, this is an exciting time for girls. Getting to know common characteristics of girls this age will help you to understand them and create a welcoming environment. At this age, girls develop individual interests and preferences. Their friendships are very important to them. They are silly and energetic. They're connecting concepts that they learn in school to the real world. They need opportunities to practice independence and responsibility. And they need a variety of activities to explore their own interests. In your participant guide, you'll find a list of additional tips and tricks to ensure that your meeting time with Brownies is successful and a fun, safe environment for everyone. For every meeting, it's a good idea to prepare a startup activity for girls to participate in as they arrive. It should be something that they can start and stop at any time, so girls can arrive at different times and stop the activity when it's time to start the meeting. The activity should be simple enough that girls can jump in at any time without formal instructions. Girls could participate in the activity individually or in small groups. The startup activity is even more effective if it aligns with the theme of the meeting. We'll discuss simple ceremonies next. You might decide to include one or more of these in your upcoming troop meetings. Flag ceremonies can be part of any activity that honors the American flag, and a simple ceremony can easily be added to your meeting or event. An investiture welcomes new members, both girls and adults, into the Girl Scout family for the first time. Girls receive their Girl Scout Brownie pin at this ceremony. Rededication ceremonies are an opportunity for girls and adults to renew their commitment to the Girl Scout promise and law. Representing the unbroken chain of friendship among Girl Scouts and Girl Guides around the world, the Friendship Circle involves girls standing in a circle, crossing their right arm over their left, and clasping hands with their friends on both sides. Everyone then makes a silent wish as a friendship squeeze is passed from hand to hand around the circle. Did you know brownies have their own special song? It's the Brownie Smile song. With a quick YouTube search, you can hear how it's sung. When girls end third grade, they will bridge from brownies to juniors. This is also called flying up. Bridging is an important transition in a Girl Scout's life. It's a defining moment when a girl becomes aware of her achievements and is ready for new adventures and responsibilities. You'll want to collaborate with girls and families to plan a bridging ceremony and complete the steps to earn the Bridging Award and Brownie Wings, which carry forward on her uniform throughout Girl Scouting. You will have these details in your participant packet for future reference. Many troops employ a democratic system of governances so that all members have the opportunity to express their interests and feelings and share in the planning and coordination of activities. Girls partner with you and other volunteers, and you facilitate, act as a sounding board, and ask and answer questions. Girls from daisies through ambassadors will gain confidence and leadership skills when given the opportunity to lead their activities, learn cooperatively as a group, and learn by doing instead of observing. For brownies, the process is very simple. We use what's called a brownie ring. When girls are sitting in a circle or a ring, girls create a formal group decision-making body. The circle is an organized time for girls to express their ideas and talk about activities they enjoy, and you play an active role in facilitating discussion and helping them plan. Girls often vote to finalize their decisions. If girls are talking over each other, consider passing an object such as a talking stick that entitles one girl to speak at a time. Cleanup is a great habit for girls to get their meeting space back to the way it was when they arrived, or maybe even cleaner. Girls can take leadership of the cleaning themselves, deciding who does what with a caper chart. Prepare and post a chart that shows which girls are helping with particular tasks, such as opening ceremonies, snacks, supplies, and cleanup. These tasks are called capers, and the chart is called a caper chart. This system allows girls to volunteer for responsibilities and then to alternate their tasks for each meeting. Individual girls gain a sense of ownership and responsibility for their individual task, but together, the group accomplishes what needs to be done, encouraging teamwork. There are several examples here for you to consider, from something very simple like a laminated piece of paper to much more elaborate designs. When you're ready to start planning your field trips, there are a few resources you'll want to reference in your planning process. Refer to Volunteer Essentials for transportation guidelines and travel progression. Refer to safety activity checkpoints prior to planning your trips, as some activities are allowed only with written council pre-approval. We'll talk more about safety activity checkpoints in just a moment. Refer to the Troop Trip Planning Guide for additional resources and guidelines. There are also forms you may need, such as health histories and permission slips. You can find all of these resources and forms online at commgirlscouts.org. If you have any questions, reach out to our help desk at gshelper@commgirlscouts.org. The safety and well-being of girl and adult members is our highest priority. As a volunteer, it is imperative to know and understand the safety policies and procedures in place, where to look or who to ask for more information when necessary. Safety activity checkpoints are activity-specific safety guidelines for things like camping, participating in a parade, and even the fall product and cookie programs. You can find safety activity checkpoints on our website in the Forms section or in the Volunteer Toolkit under the Resources tab. Be sure to check the minimum age and level guidelines carefully. There are some activities in which brownies cannot participate, such as indoor skydiving, for example. In your participant guide, you'll find information and additional resources for troop leaders. Our help desk email is gshelper@commgirlscouts.org, and you can also see the phone number here. Please email or call with any Girl Scout questions you have. We're here to help. We're almost at the end of your Brownie Program Basics training. Please remember to submit the training completion form after you've finished the training video. A link to the form can be found on the online training page near the video and other resources. We're out of time today, but you're not finished learning about Girl Scouts. As a Brownie troop leader, you'll be learning alongside your girls every step of the way. Plus, you have wonderful resources to support you, your troop support team, other leaders in your service unit, your community engagement manager, and the help desk at gshelper@commgirlscouts.org. Feel free to reach out with any questions you have. This concludes your Brownie Program Basics training. Thank you for participating.